It was a good win. It's interesting, I think we had 567 yards of total offense and had a heck of a game, and yet we don't feel satisfied. And I think that's a good thing, and I'm glad our team feels that way, because I think we realize what our potential is if we play at maximum potential. And tonight we had too many penalties offensively, and we turned the ball over too many times. But on the flip side, our defense was outstanding. I mean, really, really outstanding. If not for that last play when we put a bunch of young guys in there and we blew the defense a little bit, we lost contain, it would have been one of the finer defensive efforts I've seen against a team that, put up, where they have about 700 yards last week and 120 plays and 580 yards passing or something like that. So we're still searching, obviously, and it's very young or very early in the season, but we're still searching for, that turn, putting it all together. We're still trying to put it all together as a football team. But you know what? You take a win anytime you can get it, and you go back and you look at the film hard, and you're very critical of yourselves, and our players will do that, our coaches will do that, and we'll get better from this. But it's a win, and we're 3-0 going into conference play, and so that's a real positive.
Jim, can you just talk about what that says about your standards now that you're not satisfied with the 37-6 win?
Well, I think it says we're raising them, and every week we're going to try to raise them higher. And I don't think you should ever be satisfied until the end when you're a champion. And until we're the champion, we won't be satisfied. So, and I think our players feel like that. They're happy that they won, but I don't believe that they're satisfied with the overall performance of our team. And I think that's a really good thing. We can't let it drag us down. We can't feel bad about it, but we have to realize that we've got a lot of work to do.
Coach, last year the Houston passing game picked UCLA part of the seams. It seemed like you guys defended that pretty well today. Talk about the defensive game plan a little bit against Houston.
Yeah, okay, John. We have been playing quite a bit of zone, and tonight we played a lot more man-to-man than we've played all year. We went into the game thinking that we'd start off playing some man and then shift into some zone, but we were covering them up well. And and I don't want this to sound negative at all, but they were having trouble catching the ball. They were open some, and they were having trouble catching it, so we just stuck with that. And we took away some things. We made some things on the ball. We didn't play 100% zone, but we played man. But we played a lot more man than we have been playing, and I think that helped us with a lot of the seams.
With Baca out, did you notice anything differently from your offensive line tonight or anything like that?
No, we have work to do up front. We're still, we're so young. We're still developing along the offensive line, and we've got, as you guys know, I don't have to tell you, but we've got 2 redshirt freshmen, a true freshman, and a sophomore starting. And Jeff's kind of that glue guy. He's the leader. He brings a lot of energy. He brings a lot of maturity, a lot of experience to that group, and so him not being in there might have affected us, but I think to lean on that would be a mistake and would be an excuse. We've just got to play better, and we will. It's great when you can win a game and have a lot of lessons to learn from it.
Can you judge Brett Hundley's game a little bit today, and also talk about how he was feeling coming into the game?
Well, he was feeling okay. He wasn't feeling great, but he was feeling good. I didn't see him limping around a lot out there. He played through a little bit of discomfort and pain, which is a credit to him. Once again, because he played so well last week, I think our standards, our expectations just went through the roof. And there's going to be some inconsistency in his game at times just because he's a young player. That was his 3rd game of college football ever. But once again, there's just a lot of great learning for him when he looks at that tape tomorrow. His decision making and the inaccuracy or the accuracy of his throws, both of those things. And we'll get it squared away, and we'll be better for him.
Penalties seemed like they were still kind of an issue tonight. How do you get that cleared up this week or for the next couple weeks?
I track all the penalties in the game. A lot of them came late. We only had 2 on defense, and then we had some holding penalties. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 offensive holding penalties. And I think a lot of those are functions of technique, not moving your feet, maybe being a little too anxious on some of their stunts. things like that. And so I think those are technique things that we can get squared away. Defensively, we only had 2. We had the personal foul, and then we had an offsides when they drew us off. And I'm satisfied with that. But I think we can get those holding calls squared away. We had a false start. We had an illegal formation early. We'll get those things squared away. Those are just, to me, those are concentration errors that that will get fixed.
Coach, you guys maintained a 41-14 to 18-46 advantage in time of possession.
I don't even know what
42 minutes to 18 minutes in time of possession. Is that a credit to what you guys did it all offensively, or was that more just because Houston's such a passing game?
Well, I think probably both, John. I mean, they run plays at a pretty rapid pace, and but I also think like I said, we had 567 yards of total offense tonight, and yet we're not satisfied. That's pretty darn good, And then our defense did a good job getting them off the field. I mean, we played outstanding defense tonight, except for one play. We played, like I said, as good as I've seen a team play defense. We got after the passer, we covered well, we tackled well, we stopped and run. We did a lot of good things defensively. I think we had 6 takeaways, so that's pretty good.
What was Houston able to do to kind of limit the running game today?
Our running game, they were pressuring us more. They were filling gaps, they were attacking. Sometimes when you do that defensively, you're going to make some big plays, and then you're going to give up some big plays. I don't know what we rushed for. I think Jonathan was over 100 again, but so, once again, you're talking about our standards. We had a running back run for over 100 yards, and we're talking about the running game not being as good as it's been. It's ironic to me. So, but you're right, it's going to be better. But they were penetrating, they were attacking, they were blitzing a little bit more.
Coach, you mentioned that you guys had 6 turnovers in the game, particularly the first one. It came within 12 seconds of the start. What was that like for your team to just get that?
Oh, big. Just starting fast. That's 3 weeks in a row now we scored on defense. So that's a trend we'd like to see continue. That helps you win football games.
Jim, 2 weeks in a row now, you have number 97 there playing tight end for you. Can you just talk about the decision to use him?
Do you know who that was?
Yeah.
I know you do. Dayton? Yeah, well, we've got a package where we put Dayton in at tight end, and we put Keenan Graham in at one fullback, and we put Cassius in at the other fullback. And it's primarily a short yardage and goal line package. We'll run the ball out of it, we'll throw some play action out of it, and it's just our coaches utilizing the talent that our players have, getting guys in position to make plays. That was a nice catch by Dayton. It was not an uncontested catch. I mean, I think the guy flashed the ball and he had to catch it, and it was nice.
Coach, last week here you were able to tell us that Sheldon was going to come back and play tonight. Can you tell us that Jeff Hawkeye is going to play next Saturday?
I can't comment on that yet. I don't know, but I would hope that he'd be able to. And if he can come back and play like Sheldon played, we'd be pretty happy with that.
To get that game out of Kyrie Fairbairn, after some of the struggles he's had, I think he went 3 for 3 on field goals and 4 for 4 on PATs. What kind of confidence does that give him and also give you in him?
I think, well, I've had confidence in him. I like the kid. I think he's just got the right personality for a kicker. Even when he was missing, it didn't seem to bother him. I don't think, you can ask his teammates, but there he is. I don't think that anybody lost any confidence in him at all. I think he's going to be an outstanding player. And you can see his confidence grow. You can ask him when he comes up here, but I saw it grow. I never lost any confidence in him. I felt good putting him out there any time.
Ishmael Adams didn't look like he was suited up. What's his status?
Ish is, I can go ahead and tell you that tonight. Ish is going to be out for the year. Ish has to have shoulder surgery. He hurt his shoulder in practice the other day. So he'll apply for a medical red shirt, and they're going to repair that this week, and we'll get him back, hopefully, if not for the spring, but we'll get him back for next fall. Yeah, you want to talk to these guys, so thanks a lot.